Have you ever felt stuck in the dark, wondering if anything good will ever grow from where you are right now? The waiting can feel endless, heavy, almost hopeless. But what if the darkness isn't punishment? What if it's the very place where the deepest roots are quietly forming? Today's story is a soft reminder that good things often bloom slowly, in hidden seasons we can't yet see. At the end, I'll share a tiny daily practice that helps you notice the small signs of growth already happening inside you. Let me tell you about a young farmer named Leora. She lived on the edge of a quiet valley where the soil was rich, but the winters long. One spring morning, she knelt in her small plot and pressed a single mustard seed into the cool, dark earth. It was tiny, barely bigger than a grain of sand. She covered it gently, watered it with care, and whispered, "Grow strong, little one. I'll be waiting." Days passed, then weeks. Nothing happened. No green shoot, no sign of life. The ground stayed flat and silent. Leora checked every morning, her heart sinking a little more each time. She began to doubt. Maybe the seed was too small. Maybe the soil wasn't right. Maybe I should have planted something showier, something that spruces up faster. She almost dug it up to start over with something quicker, something that would prove she hadn't wasted her time. One evening, weary and discouraged, an old gardener from the neighboring field stopped by. He carried a lantern and moved slowly, his hands rough from decades of soil. Leora showed him the bare patch. "I planted a mustard seed here weeks ago," she said quietly. "Nothing's happened. I think it's dead." The old man knelt beside her and brushed his fingers lightly over the earth. He smiled, not with pity, but with the knowing patience of someone who had waited through many winters. "Child," he said, "this seed isn't dead. It's doing the hardest, most important work right now, in the dark where no one can see." He pressed his palm gently to the ground. Down there, roots are reaching, searching for water and strength. They're wrapping around stones, pushing through hardness. That takes time. That takes trust. The shoot will come when the roots are ready. And when it does, it won't just be a little plant, it will become a shelter, a home for birds, a place where others can rest. Leora looked at the unchanged soil, then at the old man's calm face. "But how do I keep believing when I see nothing?" she asked. He reached into his worn satchel and pulled out a small, smooth river stone, polished by years of water. "Keep this near you," he said. "Every day, hold it and remember, growth isn't always loud or visible. Sometimes it's silent, steady, underground. Your job isn't to force the bloom. Your job is to keep showing up, to keep watering, to keep trusting even when the surface looks empty." Leora took the stone. It felt cool and solid in her palm. She began a quiet habit. Each morning before the sun rose fully, she would sit by the plot, hold the stone, and speak one gentle truth aloud. "Something good is growing, even if I can't see it yet." She said it on sunny days and rainy ones. She said it when hope felt thin and when doubt felt thick. Weeks turned into months. Then one dawn, a tiny green tip broke the surface, fragile but real. Leora's breath caught. She laughed through sudden tears. The seed hadn't failed. It had simply been preparing. That little mustard plant grew taller than she expected, its branches spreading wide, offering shade to weary travelers and nests for small birds. People in the valley began to notice. They rested under it. They told stories beneath it. And Leora never forgot, the longest wait had produced the strongest shelter. So here's your gentle practice. Every morning or whenever doubt creeps in, hold something small and solid, a stone, a pebble, even your own hand. Look at it for just 10 seconds and say one quiet truth. "Something good is growing in me, even now." Speak it softly, like watering soil. Do this for a week or longer. You may not see the shoot right away, but roots are already reaching. This story comes from the Bible. In the parable Jesus told about the mustard seed. If this touched a waiting place in your heart, share in the comments. What small thing are you trusting to grow right now? Your words matter. They remind someone else they're not alone in the dark. Thank you for listening with me today. Wishing you patience, quiet hope, and the slow, beautiful bloom that's already underway. See you in the next story.